Dead Alive, 1992. Greetings, fiends. Today we're looking at one of the greatest zombie films ever made, and certainly the bloodiest gore fest of all time. Dead Alive, aka Braindead, from 1992, directed by Peter Jackson and starring Timothy Balm, Diana Peñalver, and Elizabeth Moody. Dead Alive plot. In 1950s Wellington, New Zealand, a young man's mother is bitten by a Sumatran Rat Monkey. She gets sick and dies, but comes back to life, biting and killing dogs, nurses, friends, and neighbors. Bloodiest movie ever? Dead Alive, aka Braindead, is an ultra-gory, blood-splattered masterpiece, and the facts back that up. During the infamous lawnmower scene at the end of the film, movie blood was pumped at 5 gallons per second. Timothy Balm, who portrayed Lionel, said it was December when that scene was filmed. The weather was so cold that the fake blood froze and hardened all over his clothes. More than 300 liters of fake blood was used in the final scene alone, and it is for this reason and more that Dead Alive is said to be the bloodiest flick of all time, measured in amount of film blood used during the production. The production fell into trouble with the local council for pumping fake blood from the finale into the local Hutt River. Residents noticed the red contamination flowing from Avalon Studios, where the film was shot, and alerted the authorities, fearing there had been a quote-unquote massacre. Fortunately, stage blood is water-based, so the blood dissipated quickly in the river.
I kick ass for the Lord!
Calm down, it's just a horror comedy. The BBFC loved the film and found the gore so comical and inoffensive that they seriously considered granting the horror comedy a 15 certificate, which is kind of like a PG rating. In the end, they determined that the sheer quantity of gore would confound expectations at 15 and therefore rated it 18, which would be an equivalent R rating. Famed gorehound and horror filmmaker maestro Eli Roth once said that Braindead was one of, if not the only film that actually quenched his bloodlust. Upon being released on home video, the unrated version at 104 minutes was soon banned in Ontario and British Columbia, Canada, and only the R-rated version at 90 minutes was available. The original VHS rental in Sweden came with supplemental vomit bags. I'd like to find one of those, new or used. Homage to the King. Peter Jackson paid homage to Braindead in his version of King Kong during a scene on the boat, where you can see a crate with the words Sumatran Rat Monkey clearly shown on the side. Jackson is a well-known aficionado of the 1933 version of King Kong, aka the best version. In the beginning of Dead Alive, the New Zealand zoo official is stealing the rat monkey from Skull Island. That's Jackson's nod to Skull Island's more famous resident, King Kong. Jackson would return to Skull Island for his 2000 remake of King Kong. Another great connection to King Kong is that actor Forrest J. Ackerman, the guy that takes the picture of Lionel's mother crushing the rat monkey's head, is an uncredited fleeing extra in the crowd in the 1976 version of King Kong. Meet Petey, the Sumatran Rat Monkey. More than any other of the amazing zombies created for Dead Alive, my favorite is the Rat Monkey of Sumatra, the creature that is the catalyst for all of the mayhem in the movie. Peter Jackson also did the stop-motion animation for the Rat Monkey sequence.
There, for you!
Poor little bugger. Oh, get out of it, you vicious little shit! Reckon they're only found on one island, you know. Story goes these great big rats come scuttling off the slave ships and raped all the little tree monkeys.
I always thought it would be great if someone made a replica or film prop of the rat monkey. And finally, my prayers have been heard. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the great Sumatran rat monkey, Simian Raticus, created and sold by the fine people at Monstars. This beauty is a life-size, 10-inch tall latex foam wire armature replica of the infamous beastie, and they did a superb job, as you can see. I call mine Little Petey Jackson, in honor of the man himself. And now you can get your very own Sumatran Rat Monkey replica by following the link in this video or in the description. These were made in limited quantity, and I doubt they will last, so get one today while you still can. Rare under-budget production. Dead Alive was finished under budget with $45,000 remaining. Peter Jackson used it to spend 2 days shooting the park scene with Lionel and the baby Selwyn. He has gone on to say that it is his favorite scene from the film. Dead Alive beats Batman. Even though Dead Alive was a financial disappointment worldwide when it first came out, its initial release in its home turf of New Zealand earned more per screen than Batman Returns from the same year. Since its release in 1992, Dead Alive, aka Braindead, has grown to become a worldwide cult sensation. God Save the Queen. The original version of Braindead begins with a perfect print of the 1950s national anthem, showing footage of the Queen against the New Zealand flag. Ingeniously, this gives no indication of what's to follow. As a further mark of respect towards Her Majesty, during the final Gorefest, Lionel turns her portrait to the wall to stop it from being splattered with blood. Jackson's hilarious cameo. Peter Jackson's character, the Undertaker's assistant, is very similar to his character Derek from Jackson's film Bad Taste in 1987. He has the same haircut and glasses, does the same strange smile, and his character acts in a very similar way. Super 16mm masterpiece. Dead Alive was shot on Super 16 instead of 35mm because Peter Jackson wanted more money to be spent on the special effects. And boy, was it worth it. I hope you enjoyed this look at Dead Alive, aka Braindead. Once again, you can get your own Sumatran Rat Monkey life-size replica from the link in the video or on the description page of this video. As always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.